life in a rainy, rainy day. And here we are live. It has been a hectic day, and time has moved so freaking quickly today. It is redonkulous as quickly as time has been moving for me today. And as you can tell, it's a bummy day. We're taking a relaxed day. No makeup, no meh. It's just the raw and me. Raw me. Sounds like a raw meat, don't it? Anyway, hopefully everybody is enjoying their Wednesday. We are halfway through the week, my peeps. Halfway there. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. I'm going to put these up and have them out. Way too many times. Even though I do kind of like working with these, so I may work with these today. I'm trying to figure out which decks I want to work with today and use. Put them into use. You know what I mean? You get so many decks and then you're like, yeah, what am I wanting to use today? And I think we're going to go back to our tried and true for the most part. Hey, Duncan, how we doing, baby? Have you saw them all? If you're talking about the links you sent, yes. But I did delete all of our messages recently. So, yeah. Great music. The 6 specials. Yeah, I seen the music, my dear. If that's what you're talking about. Anytime you want to share anything with me, just share it. If you want it shared directly to me, just share it in an email. It's the easiest way for it just to be seen by me. Hey, Bree, how are we doing, sweetie? I'm trying to get my life in order. Easier said than done, right? By the way, for those who are coming in, please do make sure to take that time and give us a like, because that helps us on this channel. Let's see where we're at with Duncan today. Duncan, you got to let the emotions flow, baby. Whatever emotions that you're holding back on, it's time to release. But yeah, we made chili today. It was pretty awesome, and I'm loving it. I hope that you spent time listening to them all. I actually did listen to some of it. I didn't get to listen to all of it, but there was a few good songs up in there. Ooh, we got Pluto, Bree. We're distancing ourselves from an ex-love who wasn't really true to who we thought we were, and we're focusing on ourselves. So what I want you to do is just keep on focusing on yourself, baby, because, you know, it's part of the process. Whoever you're distancing yourself from, there's a reason. Don't second guess it. Depending on your free leisure. Hey, Coco, baby. How we doing, mama? How we doing today? Coco, mama. Coco, mama. Amazing me. Hello, my dear. How are we doing? Ooh, today and tomorrow. Basically, Coco, you got some stuff that you can push off till tomorrow. Just do it. Don't try to think too much into it. You're going to psych yourself out. Ah, amazing me. Give you a like. I appreciate all the likes that you give. Helping. See, it helps the channel. Because here's how it helps. Because the more likes we get on videos, the more that it will actually show on other people's feeds, which will help push the channel, which means we get closer to that 1,000 mark, which means you guys get closer to that week of 3 questions. You know what I mean? And I think, I'm not for sure, that once we hit 1,000, Super Chat will unlock, from what I heard. But I'm not really sure. All right, let's see what's going on with Amazing Me. We've got addicted in reverse. So that means that we're letting go of things that we were once pretty much putting our life together with. You know what I mean? And it seems atonement. So if there was some kind of addiction, it does feel like, you know, you're still kind of paying for those sins, so to speak. Not all addiction is drugs, by the way. Triumph of life. So yeah, so some of the past things are going to come up to being. You just going to have to take the hit with them, Bree. A bit hurt, but I'm okay. I don't know how I'm still standing, to be honest. Oh, what's wrong, baby? I just got into an intense fight. Was it like Mortal Kombat, though? I know I'm making jokes. Michael, how are we doing, sweetheart? Let's see what we got for you, Michael. Is this me? So you're questioning where you should be versus where you are, wondering if there's a sacrifice to be made. There's a lot of things going on. Whatever you're feeling of, we all get this feeling like, we look back at the person who we were instead of the person who we are now. And, yeah, pursue a dream. So basically, we just need to keep on dreaming the good dream. You know what I mean? Dreams things into reality, so to speak. Not really. Well, I'm sorry, sweetheart. You can just tell me or talk to me. Tell me something. I don't know. I'm trying. 60 subs to 1,000. I know we're so close. I'm so excited. Let's see what we got. I love the hairstyle. So do I. It's kind of weird waking up and seeing blonde. And if you look, some of this kind of didn't go the way I wanted it to. But, blue eventually hides something. It felt more personal. I felt like I was being locked straight into arch enemies. I'm not really sure what you're talking about. Now, is it something that happened to you physically in a dream, like reality? Which way are we going with this? All right, we got Love, Sun, and the Moon 50. Hello and welcome, my dear. Let's see what we got coming. We got angels coming through with truth and integrity, which is in reverse. It means that there's someone around you that you don't feel like you can tell the truth to. And it's kind of making you feel bad because you want to tell them the truth, but you don't know how they're going to take it. Like, sometimes we just got to be that person and say things that need to be said. They may not like it for the moment, but they'll appreciate it in the future. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What are we doing? It felt more personal. Julie, my dear, we got self-acceptance, which is followed by blessings. So it seems that the more confident we get in ourselves, the more blessings that are going to come our way. It's kind of like we're stopping our own blessings by self-doubting ourselves. And if we start taking on more of a confidence role, that's when you're going to start really shining through, baby. Demetra physically told me that he's a seer. He can see into the future. Really depends, baby. Here's how I see it. When we're dealing with people who say they're a seer and they can see into the future, you got to kind of take it with a grain of salt until they prove themselves and what they say. That's how I always do it. If someone comes to me and they say, I'm a seer, this is what I see in your future, I'm like, all right, what's your contact information? Then I keep it around. And if some of the stuff that they said that comes true, we'll keep on diving in. If not, they're just another asshole trying to make a buck. All right, let's see. Or at least that's how it is for me. I don't fucking know. I can't tell you what to do with your own life. I'm just here for the day. Demetra, you need some guidance from your guides. So we're going to see what ooh, shit. Yeah. Okay, so we got heed your dreams and see the signs. So it tells me that someone is trying to come through and kind of give you a warning about something, Demetra, especially when we got see the signs and it's preceded by heed your dreams. So that basically means someone is trying to tap in for you to understand what is going on and for you to actually see, what you're kind of being blinded to. So open yourself up a little bit more to see the signs, baby. Did I miss anybody? I hope I didn't. I would hate to miss somebody and then I'd be like, oh shit, my bad. Hopefully I didn't. You're very welcome. I thought I was going to be a goner, but I don't know how when I'm in deep danger, I become more, stronger. I don't know how he was able to predict every swing I threw and fought back with something new. Well, it could have been possible that he had some combat training. It's not hard to do if you're talking about in a physical world sense, not in an astral world sense. People who do training or some kind of defensive or even martial arts, they are trained to watch where you're going so that way they can see what moves you're going to make. Sometimes it's not all spiritual. Sometimes it's just knowledge. Hello, Christina. Not doubting you. I'm not saying it couldn't happen. I'm just saying, think scientifically and then think otherworldly. So we got make the sacrifice. So there's something in your life that you need to sacrifice. Question is what? And it deals with your boundaries. So you're going to have to give somebody a little bit more for you to receive something. So it's going to push your boundaries and your limitations, which is going to be the sacrifice that you're going to be making, my dear. I wouldn't worry about it. Slow and steady wins the race. That's what I'm saying. We do it nice and slow, kind of like a Barry White song. You don't just start out banging. You gotta work it up, as they say. Work it till you can get it all the way up, as they do say. But yeah, it is a rainy day here. I'm actually kind of loving it. It feels like the energy has returned back to normal within the home. He grabbed my defense weapon and disarmed me, throwing it behind me. Are you sure you weren't dreaming? Kept saying, no matter what you do, your ex will always run back to the one she left for you. Your current girl will always be too difficult for you. Sounds like to me someone's trying to fuck with your mind. It's basically what it sounds like. Either that or it could be a representation of your own self. But this is me talking about more in an astral dream state than it is a physical reality. Which I'm not still sure. Do, 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 do. So just be careful. Protect yourself, Michael. Seems like you got some things coming your way. More invited than you realized. No fact saying, no matter what you do, your ex will always run back to the one who left you. Your current girl will always be different for you. Too different for you. You know what it almost sounds like? It almost sounds like a really good storyline, if you ask me. Just because of the way that it's being presented. But then again, I love reading stories and I love writing, so. Can I get a card in events? Thank you. I already gave you a card in my suite. By the way, let's see where we're at. Age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. Which I did finally get to go into Corvana as group the other day, and I'm gonna say they've done a lot of hard work, and you can see it. And I've got heartburn, so I'm gonna take a Tums to kind of help out with that. But yeah, if you want to provide more context and like email me, Michael, it'd probably be a little bit better and easier for me to actually decipher what you're talking about. That way, you know, you're not feeling so alone or feel like I'm judging you, because I'm not. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Ah, we are 59 away. Someone subscribed. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. But yeah, it does seem like you got something going on. Sure, I'll do that. Yeah, it just makes it easier. That way I can actually focus on you and what's going on. Because that's one thing I do here. Like, I open my email up to anybody. So, like, if you have questions or you feel like you don't have anybody in your life to talk to and you want someone to talk to, like, kind of help you out, I'm more than happy to be that person. That's why I always put my email at the bottom. Kind of help people work out through situations, kind of like what you're going through, you know? It's the mother part of me. The wanting to help, so to speak. By the way, for anybody who is coming in, I am doing readings. All you got to do is be subscribed to get the free general reading that I offer here on this beautiful channel. I don't know why I got the theme song to Jurassic Park in my head, but, you know, it's a thing. Hello. Can I get a reading? Depends what you want, sweetheart. Questions I charge for. In-depth readings I charge for. But if you're subscribed, you do get the general card, which I think is where we're going at. Ascension program. This flipped out. Protecting the wild and green. This means that you basically need to get back to your battling nature instincts and embrace your masculine side, which follows right underneath it, and to trust in magic. So it seems like we need to bring in some more masculine energy to be able to defend yourself and whatever, in order to protect yourself. Either that, or you could even have a male god coming through, or spirit. I mean, anything's possible. Like I said, these are general readings, so it's kind of, Hey, how are you doing, sweetheart? I finally got into your group. I seen all the hard work you've been doing. Matter of fact, let's check it out. We got 12 students. Hooray. And the classwork looks good. Like you got some chaos going on. Protection, like you're splitting it up. So that's beautiful. And then we've got past streams that you've done, which I haven't got the chance to look at the streams yet. But it does look like it's coming together pretty fucking nicely, my dear. So yeah, just let me know if you need me for anything, because I'll help you out as much as I can. Plus, it'll be interesting. Do you go live for your streams? Like, you know what I mean? Like some people stream and then save it, or some people stream a live class. I'm not really sure. My other class has like 300. Ooh, girl, that's a lot. Gotta keep track of all that. Ooh. By the way, welcome. See yourself in nature. So that tells me someone needs to reconnect with the roots and knowing that they belong. So I'm going to assume that this one was for you, Solana, just because we got connect back in nature and knowing that you belong, which is in reverse. So it kind of feels like you don't belong in where you're supposed to be. Almost longing for another home or a place to call home. Just know sometimes you got to get back to your roots. Not everybody has, you know, all that family goodness. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to create you have to create your reality to what you want, not to what you feel like you need to be. It's hard to use patience against the now in order to get it's hard to use patience against the now in order to get good in the future. True story, my love. True story. Okay. I need to get rid of this tongue because it's driving me nuts. But yeah, as I was saying, like, do you do live streams and does it pop up as a notification, or like, how do you do it? Embrace the spirit. Someone's fighting against their nature in order to nourish their soul. And yet they feel destructive. Whoever's feeling destructive, don't. We each have our own place in the world, so to speak, or the universe. Some create, some destroy, so that way it brings new creation. Do, 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 do. Show that you care. By the way, welcome, guys, and if you would help me out by just hitting the like button, that does help. If you do want a reading, you do got to comment and kind of let me know that you're here. And be subscribed, because it does help. It just helps push the channel, you know what I mean? And until we get a reading, we'll just sit here. I'll shuffle cards. We'll talk, answer questions, and all that fun stuff. Sir Isaac. What a wicked game to play. You're very close to 1,000 subs. Nice. I think then you can super chat. That's what I've kind of been researching, because when I looked at super chat, or to look like in the videos about it, because I've never had it, obviously. It said 1,000 subscribers, and then you can go into the community and set it. But we're just going to have to play it by ear, because as soon as I can get it, I will put it up here, because it is a lot easier for people. But I'm so excited. It's been a long journey, and hopefully it can continue to be a longer journey. Past the 1,000, not 5,000. Apparently I'm jumping the gun on that, right? All right, so Sir Isaac, my dear, we got the Knight of Cups, which means that we're dragging things from our past to hope and to fulfill our future. So basically it seems like, you know, we're taking past experiences to kind of help us and cause us to bring electional forms. Feels normally when I get this and I get the feeling like we're dragging things from the past to try to better our future, it just basically means that we're trying to look for something new. Something normally is either about job or a life purpose, to try to use what we've known and what we've gained from the past to be able to help our future go. Do you watch Gordon Ramsay? I do not. I know my kids love to watch them, and occasionally I'll get clips, but it's not like I sit there and go, yes, watch Gordon Ramsay rip some people's assholes. You know what I mean? But very random, but thank you. Thank you for asking. Do you watch Gordon Ramsay? I'm going to assume you do, but, you know, you never really know. Can I get a card pull for me? Yes, you can, my dear. I'm so sorry. I forgot all about you. I got talking about your class and got excited, and I was like, I finally got in. All right, let's see what we got. We got the 3. Ooh, we got the 5 of Wands, which means that we're going to be expanding here soon, which means expansion, and you're going to have a few more people come to you. But there is going to be a little bit of a language barrier that you're going to have to work through, okay? I love the sound of card shuffling. My wrist doesn't hurt today, which is the first time in like over a week that it hasn't hurt. So I don't know if I just needed sleep or rest or what. You're very welcome, sweetheart. I appreciate when you guys come in and, you know, every day and I get to talk to you and see how your life's going on and, you know, what's new. Which reminds me, I've been thinking of someone for last couple of days, and I haven't even, oh my God, I could put some assignments in Spanish. See? Use that to your advantage. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that today. Today, my daughter had speech therapy, and I totally forgot about it. I'm going to have to get a hold of her. Laughing and reading that something she said her dad eating cheese out of a bag. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, I think that'd be neat. Kind of have like a bilingual kind of thing. And if you ever want to, I mean, it's up to you. Because I always open my channel for teachers or anybody who wants to come through and kind of help push knowledge and things like that. Maybe we can get together and do like a channel takeover one day where you just come on in and, you know, you can do an upload here on the channel if you want to. It's whatever you want to do. Because we do get a lot of outreach from different countries and things, and, you know. The streaming, to be able to stream from Zoom, I'm this close to being able to get it. So once I get that, maybe we can do like a meet and greet and talk about your classes that you do and kind of do a little bit of social networking, you know what I mean? Because it's all about helping push the community to strive. Yeah, I'd be totally open to that. Yeah, so once I get the application, which, let me see if I still got it in my things. By the way, for anybody coming in who wants a reading, I am doing readings. If you would take the time to check down below, that'll kind of give you an idea of how I do them here. Favorites. Where are we? No. Where are you? No, that's not what I needed. I'm going to have to find it, but it's a service that can allow you to stream from Zoom to YouTube. And it's like only so much a month, so it's not really that bad. Oh my God, Ches, hey. How are you doing, human? I don't think I could do YouTube. I applaud you. Well, thank you. It's not fun, occasionally. Human. You see, with a name like Human, it makes me wonder, are you really human? No, but realistically, it has its good moments and its bad moments, you know what I mean? Like the bad moments is when you get overran and you're like, we've been breached. And the chat just goes crazy. But the good times are that you actually get to meet really cool people and get to connect with people that you probably wouldn't have met otherwise. So you are next, human. So let's see what I got for you today, my dear. We got Virgo. This means that you need to be a little bit nonchalant. When you stop working towards something sometimes, that it comes to you a little bit more with ease. So it's time for you to take a little bit of a break and kind of get back to your center, your true core. Once you start doing that, baby, things are going to start coming to you with ease. And Ches, I haven't seen you forever. Someone came on here one day and was like, I killed Ches. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Oh, let's see. Ooh, we got the 8th house in reverse. So that means that we have lost the balance between our good self and our naughty self. And we kind of just need to re-situate some things to bring the yin and the yang together. You know what I mean? Wow, I love it's beautiful. I'm going to assume that you said hair, maybe. I don't know. I resonate with that. Well, thank you. That's what I try for. By the way, human. It's so weird calling you human. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like, my dear. I'm normally live a lot. And Haley. Let's see what we got going on for Haley today. What is going on with Haley, baby? Haley, baby, we got money issues. We got Uranus and Pluto coming. So it means necessity versus not necessity. Plus, we got some long distance financial issues coming up. We've got Taurus in reverse, Scorpio in reverse, which means we're ungrounded and not really on the right path. And then we got Cancer, which means it's kind of just growing out of control. So this is what I want you to focus on, because anything that messes with your money is messing with you. Figure out what's going on financially and see if there's any way that you can avoid certain pitfalls. And once you do that, I think you'll be good. Hello, my dear. Unfortunately, I do charge for questions, Maria. But if you just want a generalized card, that's fine. Cards are odd to me. Don't know where to start. Cards, it really just depends on you. Like, you could go to 10 different readers, get 10 different things. And it's because each reader has their own personalized way of reading cards. Like, I could read something for you that would mean a totally different other thing for somebody else. And that's because I use their energy to read. Because I have the belief that we're all connected. We're all energy. Energy never dies. It just transforms. Which means I have the ability to tap into your energy as long as you give me that right to tap into it. I've been missing tons of streams. I mean, the notifications. But I've been busy. And when I'm done busy, you're already done. You second your stream. I'm sorry, sweetheart. But, life gets in the way. And sometimes, you got to stray out and then come back. I know, but I don't know the meaning of the cards. I suppose it's easy to look up. I mean, it depends on how you read. Some people do intuitive reading where they don't look at the definition and use the definition for the cards, which is partially what I do, but I also partially do what the cards mean. So, some people will make flashcards, like, for instance, so this is my demonic deck. If you look at it, it's got different demons on it, and it's also got the actual suit that it follows. And you could easily put like a little cue card or something back here to write down the meaning, when you're learning to just try to figure it out. So, I mean, it depends on you, your dedication, and the progress, baby. I've been subscribed for a while. Do you remember my sign? I do. Maybe. Maybe not. I remember you being subscribed. I just haven't seen you in a while. That's interesting. Thank you kindly. Also, I think Tarot Biddy has a flashcard one that you can learn from if you just want to learn strictly that. But you also got to know that tarot cards and oracle cards are two different things. Like, oracle cards can mean whatever the person who made those cards mean, right? But tarot cards always follow a suit, just kind of like regular playing cards follow a suit. By the way, for anybody who's coming in, if you would do me a favor and hit like, I'd appreciate it. If you hit subscribe and help us get to 1,000, we are giving away a free week of, you come in, every time I'm live, you get one free question to ask. It's my way to give back to you guys. All right, let's see what we got. Thank you. You're very welcome. What is it? I want to say an Aries, but I'm not really sure. That's just me guessing. Aries energy. I guess I could be more into oracle cards. Oracle cards are so much fun. Like, this one is my dark mirror deck. And, like, if you look, there's many different pretty illustrations, you know what I mean, to kind of get what you need. And then I've got my angel deck, which deals with what the angels want you to know. I've got this deck as well, which I can't remember who made this deck, but it's very pretty. Like, you got beautiful things like this. And, with oracle decks, if you want to do time and dates, right, you could get an oracle deck with time and dates. Like, this right here is my astrology deck. Deals with planets. It deals with what houses that they're on and so forth. You can guess again if you want. I'm not guessing. I said the first time, I didn't really know. I said yes too quickly, but no. Did anyone tell you that you're an angel? Did anyone tell you you were an angel, though? No. I appreciate it, but no. I am not an angel. I am in between. I am the darkness. I am the light. That's how I like to see myself. How other people see me, now that's up to them and their own free will. You can't change that. Do 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 do. Also, Chaz, if you want to go into astrology, are you talking about your sun sign, your moon sign, or one of the signs associated with your planets? I appreciate that. Not a problem, baby. May I ask a question? Lopez, my dear, you're more than free to ask a question, but I do charge $5 for 2 questions. All my information's down below. So it's up to you on whether or not you want to do that or not. If not, you do get a free generalized card, baby. Do, 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 do. What do you think of Leos? I have a child that's a Leo, so Leo, they're not bad. They get grumpy. Give them food. They'll be all right. Someone told me I had an energy of a stealth chip. I shouldn't laugh, but it's fucking hilarious. Like, who uses that to describe someone? Fuck. Be like, yeah. And when you heat me back up, I sizzle. That's what you should have said. Because you can actually take stealth chips, put them in the microwave, and it'll make them go back to... I may be stepping beyond here, but why? Why do what you do? What? Doing cards? Or doing magic? Or being a witch? Or following the old gods? Like, what are we talking about? I know. You are not a stealth chip. I promise you, you're not a stealth chip, my dear. Everybody's got flavor and a little bit of crunch. Cards on YouTube, except. Well, this channel isn't only cards. This channel is actually based off of my group that I run. But when I do lives, I do a lot of cards because that's how we started getting in a lot of more people into this channel to kind of know who we are and stuff like that. Besides the videos that we got on Hecate. But as far as doing tarot and reading cards, I've been doing it ever since I was 15. What got me into it was I was called to them. I remember back in the time when we actually had a really good mall here in my town. And there was this Barnes & Nobles. And I seen this tarot deck. And I kept on eyeing it for weeks. And, you know, I was well into my craft at this point. And I kept on getting drawn to these cards. It was the Well-Worn Path. That was the deck that I got. I sent you PayPal initial YS. Okay, give me 1 second. And ever since then, I've been reading cards. I've been doing it at different events and things like that for quite a few years now. I haven't got anything from PayPal yet, my dear, so you might want to make sure that you send it to the right one, my dear. Let me see what we got going on here. Make sure I've got you at the right one. Give me 1 second. All right. No. Why does it keep on going to this guy? Retract your stuff. I don't know what is with this guy. Like, for some reason, for my readings, it keeps on giving the same guy. And I don't know who this guy is. I've never met this guy, and he's been randomly getting money. And I don't know why it keeps on doing that. Because I copy and paste the same stuff every day. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to fix that. That was kind of under my mess up. But for some reason, this guy just keeps on coming up, and I don't know why. Maybe eventually I'm going to meet this guy and be like, yeah, sorry for all the stuff. So there we go. It is currently fixed, baby. It's the link. You need to change the link. Yeah, I need to change the link. I just changed the link, so we're good to go right there. But I don't know. It started yesterday. So I don't know if like one of my videos, something got taken away and it's pulling up this guy, which he looks like a decent guy. I just don't know. Thank you for answering. That's awesome and super interesting. I am Leo. Oh no. Why am I calling myself dumb? I do not know, money. Hey, money's money, you know? Well, that's another thing. Like, as far as like making money, I never really started making money off of it until about 10 years ago, when it was a point in my life where it was either I make money somehow or we starve. And so I was like, well, I can do tarot readings. I was currently working 2 jobs at the time, and I started doing tarot readings for people that were paid. And that's how it kind of started my journey of making money from that way. And, you know, I always said to myself, if someone really couldn't afford it, like dire, and would ever come to me and I felt the connection that they needed it, I would always give that person a free reading. And that's kind of how I do. And that's why I also offer the 1 free generalized card. Because I don't think people should be hindered from knowledge just because they don't have the money. But that's my own personal belief. Now, is there things I charge for? Yes. But if you're wanting a card and it's a generalized card for your life, which means basically to me, when I say general, it means what you need right now in this moment. Instead of what you're focusing on, this is what you need to focus on. And that's what I do with the generalized card. The link is down in the description again, my dear. It is the right one. Let me see. Copy this and make sure it's in there properly. Alpha. Let's see what we got going for you today, baby. Show that you care. So there's someone in your life that you need to stop caring for because they're not caring for you and they're not caring for your journey, Alpha. I think that's profound. Thank you for your work for humans. Well, thank you for asking. I never really got into the whole reason why I started charging and stuff like that, but yeah, it's just one of those things, you know. We all go through life issues. And, you know, I never grew up in money. So I know how it is when you want something, but you don't have the means. That's why I also, like, in person, I also do, like, bartering. So if somebody says, hey, I want a reading, and I'm like, okay, but I like that. What you got? I'll give you this amount of reading for that. Okay, I sent it. All right, let me fix that. I apologize to you, by the way, my dear. I don't know why it keeps on giving that guy's information, but it is what it is, I guess. All right, sweetheart, what can I get for you? What are your 2 questions? And if you would be so courteous to put them in a paragraph for me, that way I can make sure I get both your questions. Because if I only see 1, I only do 1. If I see 2, then I read for 2. Hope you're having a good day. I am having a good day. It's kind of relaxed. I feel like, you know, it's been a while since I'm like in my relaxed clothes and kind of just getting on here. And I'm like, yeah, it's about due. Oh, you are not interrupting, baby. You can ask me anything you want to know, and I will try to answer it as best to my ability as I can. I hate Leos. Yes, I hate myself. You do not hate yourself. Leos struggle with themselves a lot. I've seen it with past Leos, and I even see it with my own daughter. It's a struggle of feeling like you're not perfect enough, but that's the Leo always striving to be the best. Crystal moved in with me, and she doesn't want to move out. What can I say without getting the cops involved? Crystal doesn't want to move out. What can I say? So apparently this is something that's not new. So we got Moon and the Sun. So it seems like they're trying to benefit off of you and being hard-headed. Now, what can be said? You need to approach it from a way of love. The 7th house is coming through. So there needs to be an understanding, which can only be brought to by love and an easy detachment, which is shown by the Cancer in reverse. So it seems like your personalities are both different between night and day, and that's kind of where we're getting the clash, especially when I see the Taurus coming through like a bulldozer. So for you to be able to do this, you're going to have to go through almost to the point of where someone would consider you a saint, okay? Because that's how far this person is going to push you to see how much they can get out of you, okay? And you're just going to have to take them steps. As far as finding out why, gaining their trust, the whole thing, because this just doesn't come out of the blue. You know, there's a reason for conflict between you two that's got to this point to where you're wanting them to move out. And honestly, if you want to go through a legal standpoint, if they're not on your lease, but they've been there for 30 days, you can give them a written eviction to leave the premises. And if they're not, and you file it through the court system, then you can help get them out of your place. Now, I know a lot of people don't want to do that because it's a lot of hassle, a lot of paperwork, and a lot of time that could be done and spent other places. But it does seem like this isn't something new, and it's been escalating for a while. So what would be your second question, my dear? Well, I am the best out of my siblings. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you will always have that Leo inside of you, always wanting to strive for better. Two. Two is what I got. What's two? You know, and you just kind of got to look into yourself. You can't be too hard on yourself. Life is going to fucking kick you in the teeth, and so is everybody else. The one person that you should have on your team at all times should be yourself. Because in the end, you know, there's only a few handful of people who are going to be in your life and actually be there for your corner. And if you can't have confidence within yourself, then you're going to find it really hard when you get older to find confidence within yourself. If you start doing healthy exercises now and reassuring yourself and trusting in your own abilities, I promise you, you will get a lot further than you have, okay? Two, Fabian wants to start dating. I'm giving it a month. How will it play it out? Is he worth dating? Well, that's a beautiful question. And kind of fun. It's kind of like Game of Thrones versus Bachelor. You know what I mean? Like, it's a mixture. Let's see what we got going on here. So, Fabian wants to start dating. I'm giving it a month. How will it play out? Is he worth dating? So it looks like we got Scorpio. It doesn't seem like there's really much of a fizzle between you two, which I kind of think is what's kind of giving me that unbalanced feeling. See, because we got Scorpio in reverse. Scorpio energy, when it's like this, is very intense, very romantic, very passionate, very sexual. Currently, right now, it's none of these things, and we're kind of feeling like, is it really worth trying? Which is kind of where you're at. But we do got the South Node in reverse, which means it's not something that you think that is going to fulfill your destiny. And we got Aquarius in reverse. So basically with the Aquarius in reverse, if you're going to think that they're going to be the ones to make decisions all the time, it's not going to fucking happen. Normally when we have the Aquarius energy like this, it basically means that they're very well planned out. They have an idea of what they want their life to be and how to implement it. And when they have people come into their life that don't match that, they kind of kick them to the curb and keep on moving. But this is the type of person that'll just stick around even when they're not happy. Then we got Venus in reverse, which shows that there won't be really any love invested. And we got Pisces, which deals with the flow of emotions too. So in the end, it doesn't really look like it's even starting anything really good. And it's not really building into anything good. Questions. Neptune. So it feels like something that you need to put to rest just because of Neptune in reverse. If you're not feeling it from the get-go and you're not even got a little bit of something interested in this individual and being like, oh, let's wait a month. Because realistically, let's fucking think about this. If you really like somebody and you want to be with somebody, you don't need a fucking month. You do it right then and there because you're like, yes, I'm ready to ride this ride. Let's fucking go. And if you're making them wait a month, for you to decide. One, you're not being fair to them. And because you got to think of it like this. If in that month's time you don't want to be with them, then they wasted a month of their life waiting on you to make a fucking decision. So stop hanging them up. You know you're not interested. Just fucking put it to the curb. Find someone you like. Let them find someone they like. It doesn't mean you can't be friends, but at least you're showing them the courtesy enough to stop fucking dicking around. You know what I mean? Like, I hate to be stern, but really, I mean, if someone that you're thinking about dating and you can't rattle off yes, then there's a fucking reason. Even if they're in the friend zone, if after time, let's say like a year or two, you start to develop feelings and you seeing them in another light because you know you've grown from the person you were to where you are now, then that's a different scenario. But currently right now, you're just holding them on and stopping them from living their life. It's better to pull the plug than to keep it alive. He's the one that he's not ready but wants. Same thing. It goes both ways. It doesn't matter how you slice it or dice it. If they're making you wait or you're making them wait, then it's not the one for you. People try to force other people into the situations and the ideals that they want. It's like making a puzzle. When you think you got the right piece and you're trying to cram it to make it work, it doesn't fucking work. If someone's making you wait or you're making someone else wait, it's not going to fucking work out, no matter how you look at it. And also, if we look at your question, you said Fabian wants to start dating. I'm giving it a month. How will it play out? Not they or them or whatever they wish to be identified. So when you're asking questions, also clarify what you're talking about. Because when you make it one way, I'm going to come after you, especially when the cards lay out that one way. So future reference, I'm not easy. I'm like the fucking Band-Aid. I will rip you off quick and easy, okay? So that way we can get past the pain and work towards the healing, okay? It's just one of those things. You know what I mean? Like, nobody should wait for anybody. And that's just my personal opinion, unless there was some love, you know, that they had prior and they were in a relationship and, you know, they moved for some reason and they're going to be back in a certain amount of time. Then, yes, wait for those who you love. You know what I mean? But we both decided that we were going to see each other once a week, and in a month we would revisit. Well, there you go. You know, but from what I'm seeing, it doesn't seem like there's much compatibility between the two of you. That's what I see. But who the fuck am I? You're going to do what you want in life. I'm just a reader to help guide you. That's it. Now, you can either take the advice, you can run with the advice, throw the advice in a fucking fire, dance around it naked, and do what you want. But I can only give you what I see, and what I see is not going to work out. Now, if you want to continue to see it, you know what I mean? I think, you know, people can change. People can morph. Maybe there will be a connection that will come forth. But from what I get, that's what you get. I get it. Okay. Anyway, moving on. For anybody who's in here, welcome. And hello, Aspire. It makes perfect sense. I just don't want to be a dick. Like, I'd rather be honest with you and then you get mad at me and look at me like I'm an asshole than to be like, oh, yes, you're meant to be stardust and cross lovers for soulmates. Ah, you're going to eat pizza off the beach. Like, realistically, no. Like, I'd rather you hate me and be honest than you like me for fueling a fantasy that may not even be. All right, so we got Aspire. We got the 4th house, the 5th house, and Mercury. So basically, the 4th house deals with your own home, like your home life and how you surround your safe zone and bringing in creative energy. But with Mercury, there's a little bit of a communication with how we're going to get by to someone. Normally, to me, that sounds like almost like a birthday in a way, or some kind of celebration where we're trying to do something creative in the house, but the communication is not going to be there. So whatever you're planning, even if it's a get together, you know what I mean? Remember, communication is key. You're not. We just decided because of the try things out. We're not going, well, we're trying a new cycle. I totally get it, man. Trying it from a different perspective, baby. I just don't want you to be mad at me. I'm like, not trying to be a dick, but I'm going to sip on my llama cup. But yeah, It's just one of those things. By the way, welcome, peeps. Peeps. Peepity peep. Peepity peep peep peep. I'm going to change this to where I can't even remember what my card is. Sorry, I'm trying to link up my old card to a new one while I'm waiting for if anybody wants to come in and wants a reading or something like that. Because today I'm just kind of taking it easy and slow. You know what I mean? Easy and slow is the way to go. At least for me at this point. All right, there we go. Oh, thank you. I'll take that on board. Always appreciated. Good day, all people. Hello, Corlinda. Let's see what we got going on for you. What is in the mix? What is it that we're aspiring to do? No, I got to tell you what. There was a reader I seen do some readings, and she did some really cool shit that I'll never be able to do. At least not at this moment. Like, the way that she pulled her cards was just up against this, like, slide and flop. And I'm like, I watched it like 10 times, and I'm like, I'll never be able to do that. All right, so we got obsession in reverse. So obsession in reverse is realizing a habit is no longer good for you, and you need to kind of get rid of it. And it seems like right now you're the chaos among the thorns. Normally, when I get peaceful among thorns like this, it basically means that you're being the calm one. But when it's like this means that you're kind of getting on that same erratic level. And it seems like everybody else is kind of tippy-toeing around you a little bit. I don't know why. Maybe that, you're just going through some internal shit and you need to find a way out, but you're trying not to let anybody know what's going on inside, and you're just kind of just lashing out here and there, and it's all right. It happens. You just got to figure a way to kind of blend and cope. Your last name is Gomez. I love it. Are you related to Morticia? Oh, I'm sorry. I had to. Every time I see Gomez, I always think of the Addams Family. Every single time. Oh, hello there. I just donated. I'm not seeing nothing, my sweet. Where did you donate? Gomez, my dear, where did you donate? Because I'm not seeing it, sweetie. On PayPal. Well, we're going to have to wait until it comes through because I'm not getting it. But it doesn't mean that here in a few minutes that it won't come through. Matter of fact, I might be notifications account. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've got nothing. You sure you sent it to the right one, my dear? I put a note in for it. Well, I know our thing is right because we just fixed PayPal. Well, let me go back and check. Yeah, my sweet. I'm sorry. It just hasn't gone through. No, it might be PayPal taking its time, but it hasn't shown through yet. Hello, I'm actually meeting on a date. I know I said I'm done with my ex, but will my places come back to me? All right, well, while you're situating your shit, I'm going to start throwing down some cards, so to speak. Well, okay, where are you at? Seven of Swords. All right, and what was your second question? I know that was my advice is contact me soon. Oh, you're fine, sweetheart. Sometimes it happens. It's not your fault. All right, sweetie, I got you. All right, so I'm going to lay down the cards for your second question, and then we're going to go over your questions. Okay, so for your first question, sweetheart, the first thing that I've got, well, hello here. Well, Kuna and I meet and go on a date. So the first thing that we got popped up was the Lovers, if you can see it, if my camera will focus, is the Lovers in reverse, which tells me that there's nothing romantic coming from this. There's no kind of gathering that's going to come. And then we got the Seven Winds, which with the Seven Winds and the Lovers in reverse is basically, it kind of feels like we're being told what we want to hear. And sometimes we're even suspicious of this. And then we've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse, which the Three of Pentacles, normally when it's like this, means that we're going out, we're having a celebration, enjoying good food, good times with friends, family, or lovers. But it's in reverse, so that means plans are going to kind of be ruined. With the Nine of Pentacles coming through, causes a manner of music to be played, causes the trees to bend to the will, and excellent familiars. But it does look like all is not lost. There does seem to be someone coming back into your life, my dear. But as currently with the situation with them, it just seems too wishy-washy. It seems like you're being told one thing and being totally like dragged down the wrong path. Now with the second question that you had, we have the Two of Cups, which means Two of Cups is normally when two people are together that aren't together, which is kind of what we got going on here. And then we got the Chariot, which follows right beside that. So with the Two of Cups in reverse and the Chariot, which means moving on from the past. And then we've got the King of Wands, which means that it doesn't really feel like they're going to be the one speaking to you. It feels like you're going to be the one to have to reach out to them if that's something that you want to go forth, because I don't think that they know how you're going to perceive it. I feel like there's a will to, just because we've got the Page of Wands in reverse, which shows the fear but willingness to want to kind of talk. Okay, now it should. Okay, so let's wrap it up, and I'm going to pull out another card, just kind of see what we're going with. Then we got the Gemini. Geminis were to become one. So the differences that you guys have are something that could bring you back together again. But it's going to have to be a collective decision, and there's going to have to be no hold bars. It's one of those things where, like, if you're wanting to go back to something that's familiar, both of you are going to have to be equal in this partnership, just like the Gemini. All right, sweetheart. Gomez. Oh, wrong deck. One day I do want to mix a couple of my decks just to see what comes through, you know what I mean? I think that would be a little fun, like a cuddle puddle full of cards. But it'd be so weird because they're not all the same length, so I'd probably have to do the ones that are all the same. It's just a social thing and won't be a really new thing for him and I. It felt like it's been so long and no real dates, just online flirting. So is that with the first one or is that with the second one? Because it does seem like two people, unless they're both the same people and you just switched it up to make it seem like they were two people. Then again, I don't know. I'm just here. Here's how I see it. You got to do what feels right to you and feels right for your purpose. Just know that it does seem like there's a little bit of a drag along with the first one. The second one, there is a possibility to move things forward from the past. But to do that, you both have to be equal partnerships, not one over the other. And, you know, even right now, no matter which direction you go in with this, you know, you got to do with what makes you the most happy, what you think is going to make the most filling. So I have to reach out again to the Pisces. I texted last week and he didn't respond. Thank you. Yeah, what I would do is I would reach out and instead of being like, hey, what's up? Be like, hey, meet me. If you want to try to work out some things from the past, meet me at this coffee shop. and let's have coffee and set a time. Show up there and see what the world brings you. If they don't show up, then you know digging the past is not going to help you and you're going to have to move forward. Which could be another representation of the cards, where you have the Two of Cups, where the past is the past, and then the Chariot is right there, which means going first. Thank you. With the first one. You know, people can grow. No, two different people. Oh, you wouldn't believe how many times I've had people, and I'm like, why does it look like the same people? Excuse me. But yeah, my dear, I think as long as you follow what your heart truly wants, even if it doesn't work out, at least it gives you comfort in knowing that you tried. And I think that's all we can do for love is, you know, showing that we cared enough to at least try. And for some people, that's all it takes is trying. By the way, welcome to anybody who is coming in. I am doing tarot readings. I'm just chilling here in a little bit. Who knows? I might end up eating some chili and doing some readings because, you know, one little bowl of chili to rule them all just doesn't do it for me. You know, it's one of those things. But we have hit the hour mark, which is pretty exciting. I don't seem excited, but I promise you, on the inside, I'm super excited. I'm just like one of those people who sometimes I'm like really outgoing in your face. And then other times I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? So it's kind of like being a Gemini, a little bit of both. That's why you pulled the card. Oh my God, that's why you pulled the War card on my last reading. What was... You say, oh my God, and then you say something, and then I'm not sure what we're talking about. When I felt out legit, what I tried to manifest a coffee date to talk things out with my Pisces to start anew. That's what I'm saying. Take the step. And if the step doesn't work, who knows? You might meet somebody new at a coffee shop. And you might start something. I should be here. I shouldn't be here. Can I ask a question? Then I'll leave forever. If you feel like you shouldn't be here, then that's the answer to your question. And if you have a question that you want me to throw down with my cards, I do charge. Okay, so some homophobes are planning on harassing me. Why? Why, when, or where? I'm about to pull out the lemon cloves and nails. Oh, shit. I know what that means. I don't see why they're trying to come after you. I hate people. They're so rude sometimes. Some people are good. Some people aren't. They just don't like me. Because, you know, not liking a person gives you the validated reason to stick it to them, right? Well, my dear, if you need help, let me know. But please be careful. Some people take their stuff to the extreme and they want to hurt you real bad. Extremists, I think, is what they're called. Well, at least you knew what was coming, though. By the way, for anybody who is joining, if you want cards thrown down, I do charge for questions. I do charge for extensive readings, but you do get one free generalized card every time I'm live. If you do subscribe and hit the notification. Plus, when we hit 1,000, I'm giving away one free question per day that I'm live. Don't worry, I know when the ringleader was born. Oh, shit. She's got all the tricks. She's throwing down some, not astral, but astrology magic to throw into that chaos. Can't hide from your birth chart, as they say. But the real daddy different. You do get a card for being in here. Yeah, it's in reverse in Capricorn. Seems like there's something in your life that you're searching for. Just haven't quite figured it out. And it feels like all your leads have led to dead ends. At least that's what I'm getting with the Uranus and the Capricorn together. Capricorn is very moving forward and keep on pushing the turn of the wheel, so to speak. And Uranus. And then the first house. You need to do what's good for you. The real Tati. Do what's good for you. Do. Someone's gonna get the shit fucked up. Do-da. Do-da. There used to be a little bit of song. I can't remember what it was. It was like one of those like quick songs, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm about to fuck somebody's shit up. Tarot. Chick tarot readings. Can I have a card? Can I have a like? Can I have a subscribe? Can I have a moment of your time? Let's see what we get. Ooh, angel message. So we got listening for you and music in reverse, which means that we're not facing the music that is being put in front of us. When I hear the saying of facing the music, it's basically there's a situation that you need to focus on that you're not focused on. Okay, sweetheart? So listening and facing the music, or not facing the music in your case. So whatever's going on that you're afraid to face, sometimes you just got to listen to what's being said, take it back as criticism, and then just keep on moving, because sometimes you can't change how people are going to view. And it also feels like there's someone trying to guide you too. A loved one. Yeah, because we got new beginnings showing up. So someone's trying to guide you towards a direction in your life, which is going to help with some of those answered prayers. Okay, baby cakes. Sorry if I call you baby cakes and that offends you. I don't try to offend anybody. But, you know, it's just one of those things that I say, and then I'm like, oh no. Some people might be offended, but it's not trying to offend anybody, of course. Anyways, it's a beautiful day. I love a good rainy day. There's just something, it almost feels like it cleanses the world, you know, where it's like the world finally gets rid of all that. Thank you. You're very welcome, sweetheart. I'll have to check out your channel if you have a channel. I always like looking at different readers and seeing their perspective on things and stuff like that. It's always fun. Which I think eventually one day, once I figure out how to stream from Zoom to here, is having like guest tarot readers come in. I think that'd be fun too. Kind of give some of the littler channels, you know, I mean, I know we're little, but you know what I mean. Kind of helping them out, get new readers, exposure, and stuff like that. Part of the community outreach thing. Which, speaking of community, Monday's upload, it's going to be about the 3 faces of Hecate, and then the following upload is going to be about that chaos magic that we started talking about. So, not this week, no, not next week, but the following week is when the chaos. Next week is when we're going to talk about the 3 phases of Hecate and kind of know. Actually, no. Next week is how to know she's calling you. And then after that is the chaos. And then after that is the 3 faces of Hecate and how she appears. Got so many videos lined today to keep on forgetting in which order that they're going to be uploaded. And I'm like, let's see. But thank you for joining me, though, dear, if you're still around. I do appreciate when people come who are new or far, far away. Ooh, need to do an assignment on here. 3 faces or Lucifer. Working with Lucifer. Ooh, see, I've never really worked with Lucifer that much, or ever, honestly. I've thought about it, but I've never really worked with him. But he is somebody who keeps on popping up in conversations in my life. So I'm taking that kind of as a sign. Plus, the last couple of nights, I've been having some weird dreams. And it's like being in a dream, but not getting to see all of it. It's like little pieces of symbolism. Might be a spirit I need to reach out to at some point. Which I kind of wonder too if it's also because I've been using my demonic deck a lot. He is super fun to work with. That's what I keep on hearing. He's super fun to work with. And then last night, one of our followers, I was talking to him, and had their candle, and I was saying something to him to kind of help guide him along, working with Hecate and with Lucifer. And like, I guess when they were playing my voice, their candle flame just went like all fucking nuts. And then once the recording was done, their candle ended up going back to normal. So he is super fun to work with, but very cryptic. Well, that would explain that. See, cryptic things, gods and cryptic. I never really understood it. Like, if there's something that you want, just tell somebody, hey, this is what I want. This is what I want you to do. Will you please do it? To me, that seems more simple. But I think it's more funner for them to watch the mortals trying to figure out what the symbolism means. For anybody who is wishing to come in or wanting to check out who we are and what we're doing over here on this channel, please feel free to say hi. We always like meeting new people and seeing what everybody's up to. You know what I mean, jelly beans? And I'm going to pause that for a minute. Kind of keep us going and all that fun jazz. Plus, I also want to check out this. I can only do it like that. Aw, so adorbs. I don't know if you're still in here, Tarot Chick, but I'm loving the little sundial things in some of your videos. Probably not. Probably just came in to see. I don't know. I don't know. People come and people go so quickly. Ooh, that's such a pretty backyard. So many bright and vibrant colors. I know. Cryptic, the messages. It's like when, like the video I was doing for next Monday's upload, which dealt with, like I said, you know, how you know Hecate's calling you. There's a section where I sit there and talk about, like, sometimes symbolism is based on just you. Sometimes, you know, it's personal things that you attribute to certain deities. That's what makes the relationship personal, you know, and how to kind of guide the waters, because it can get really hard. Like, I don't know how many people I've seen go, well, I've seen this animal or that animal. Okay, what else did you see? Because seeing one sign, you know how many people really have that same animal when it comes to working with them. So I always go by the rule of 3 when it comes to working with anybody new, which Lucifer has been screaming, because I've got more than 3 signs from him. So my hubby's going to love that adventure, because he's still a little bit scared of some of the unknown. He's watched too many horror movies and thinks that, you know, I'm going to end up possessed like Emily Rose or some shit. And I'm like, that's not really how this works. But it's all right. It's when you try to separate the fantasy from the reality, you know. Like, possession can happen and it is real, but it is very rare. But if I was, it would make readings a little bit more interesting, wouldn't it? Oh, why does that say so? No reason to be sad. There's always a reason to smile, even in the chaos. I'll have to look at your classes later when I get a chance, though. There was a few things that I didn't get to see. Woohoo! No work due. See you soon. I love that. Let's see. New material posted. There's a lot of good stuff in here that you got. And I like how you set it up. I've never really used the classrooms for Google before. For some reason, I thought that they weren't even around anymore. I was washing dishes. I saw a centipede and ran outside because I'm deadly afraid of insects. I saw a crow sitting on my grill and I realized Lucifer was calling me. Talk about a way to get someone out and about, you know what I mean? I don't know if you've ever seen this movie, but it is a good movie, especially if you do like horror. And it was called The Prophecy. I love those movies. Fanny Pack, how are we doing, sweetheart? Is your day going wonderful, my dear? Are you enjoying your life for this moment of this day? Pretty good, good. Boxing right now. You box? You never told me you were a boxer. Boxing. Every time I think of boxer, 2 images come up. The guy that's got the little... And a dog that's a boxer, because boxers are cute. Could you imagine? That would be such a great cartoon. A boxer that's a boxer. You know what I mean? Parallels. Anyway, that's beside the point. My dear, looks like we got the Queen of Pentacles, which means we're going to uncover a new path. Or make sure, you're going to be teaching somebody. Who are you teaching? Are you an instructor by any chance? The only reason I asked that is because when the card was presented, it was a teaching card as well. So I got to fight July 24th. Ooh, who are you fighting? Are you a big fighter? Are you a little fighter? Are you going to go pew pew? You know, I say shit like this, but realistically, if I was in front of you, it'd be like, I would never say that to you. But I feel comfortable because I'm in my satanic shirt, drinking out of my llama cup, making giggles. There is a whole movie called whatever the fuck that is, where a girl summoned a demon to kill her mom, and then the demon ended up killing like everyone she knew. Talk about a fucking backlash. But it does seem like there's a teaching opportunity, Fanny Pack, coming your way. Who knows? Maybe you're actually going to win the fight come July 24th. Oh, that fucking annoys me. Those little flyaways. It's like, ah. But that's interesting. I've never known anybody that boxed. I've known a lot of guys that watch boxing, but never knew anybody that actually was like, I mean, obviously you don't go pew pew, but you know, I mean, that would be cool. Could you imagine fighting somebody and going pew pew, and they'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? I think I am pretty aggressive fighter, and I teach a lot of people at the gym. Aggressive, be aggressive, be aggressive, baby. When you turn Marilyn Manson's music against the people. Which is pretty much what he did anyway. Teach people and very aggressive fighter. But you have a name like Fanny Pack. Could have been something cool like Bulldog. Or some shit. I don't know. Oh, my hair is crazy today. Bulldog. Wow. Watch, somebody will come back and be like, Bulldog. Rawr. My fight name is Storm. You know what that reminds me of? X-Men. Storm. Let's see. I'm going to look it up. Storm. I'm a storm, baby. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. Like, I'm getting boxers. You gotta love it. My fight name is Storm. Because when I come, you don't see me coming. I'm sorry. I'm like a kid at heart. Like, my knowledge of boxing is Rocky. Which probably is not the best knowledge for boxing. Look up Joe Taylor kickboxer. Give me 1 second. Do. Okay. New York, the son of a professional boxer, his father and son wanted to find him. Sure. Oh, is that you? Damn, you look like you could really fuck somebody up. You ain't even playing, and here I am making jokes, and I'm like, shit. And this is who it is. He's my coach. Okay. I was about to say, if this is you, shit. Weight class. Son of a legend. Looks like he could fuck somebody up for sure. 5'10", 187 pounds. It's not bad. Isn't that like mid-weight or something like that? I don't know how the weight classes work or not, but you know, I'm just assuming like that would be like middleweight. We went from everything from tarot reading to scary movies to boxing. See, we're well-rounded here. Well, hopefully, honey, your fighting match, you kick some ass. Hello, mic drop. How are you doing, baby? We're just chilling here, talking about boxing and other shit. You got some chaos. Okay, so we got South Node, 5th house, 7th house in reverse, which lack of love between the 5th and 7th, and Taurus, and then trying to find new love. Good luck, my dear. New love coming your way. But until then, it's going to be fucking chaos. Or maybe it's just, even if it's not new love, maybe it's rediscovering love. Kind of stop trying to have control. Yeah, I hope I knock her out. I'm gonna knock you out. So you're a girl and your name's Storm and you kick ass? Fuck yeah. I'm trying to find new luck worth a Taurus. New love worth a Taurus. I'm trying to find new love worth a Taurus. Well, the Taurus was in there, and love was the only card that you had up in, like, I'm a gay guy. Kovana. I always thought you were a girl, Kovana. My bad. Hi. Like, when I thought of Kovana, I thought, like, of this long-haired, luscious Latino. Or Latina. Latino is for boys, ain't it? And Latina is for girls, I think. I don't know. Yes, ma'am. Hell yeah. Oh my God, that would be so much fun. I would get so much trouble if I had a friend that was a boxer. For this reason, I got short bitch syndrome, which means like I can fight, but eventually my mouth sometimes gets me a little bit too far, and then just have someone go right in the back. You know what I mean? Because every short person needs a tall, badass motherfucker behind them. That's my life. Hopefully you're taller than me. I'm 5'3". If we're the same height, we can I can stack you up. No, that was a question. Sorry, you said Taurus. I was wondering that what you said because Chaos Central, but having a super on a Taurus. But I have a super crush on a Taurus. Well, that might be good. But the Taurus was in reverse, so it's like allowing them to have freedom, and then there was love following after it with Venus. Whatever is going on, wherever it lands, hopefully it lands good. Oh, man. So yesterday, I don't know, actually. So I've been trying to make this, like, hair thing, and it didn't work, okay? Like, it didn't look right. I didn't have enough stuff, and I don't have enough time before the Pride Parade, right? So I literally made one pom-pom for the Pride Parade, but I'm so excited. I'm going to rock it either way. Either way, thank you, baby. Well, thank you, babe, and good luck with your Taurus love. May you crush on them and devour them. Crush on them like you crush on your enemies. Eye of the tiger, it's the cream of the fight. Oh. Do our rivals. I got Eye of the Tiger stuck in my head. I've got to go. Have a day, hon. Not a problem, Fanny. Bye. Mwah. Knock him out. Mama said knock you. Ow, bitch. Sorry. That was the last joke. Bye. Oh, so much fun. See, that's what I'm talking about. On here, you never know who you're going to meet. It's just kind of like random. You know what I mean? Like, throw a bunch of people and see what you get. And I love it. There's always something new and exciting around the corner. I'm just doing what I want to do. All right, there we go. Anyway, for anybody who's out there into the universe, and if you see us, please feel free to stop by, say hello to your witcher, and let's see what the cards do hold. That reminds me, I need to check an email real quick. Been having so much fun fucking off and chit-chatting and all that fun jazz. So I forgot to check my email again. Would you like to learn about the Divine Witch? Langmatic controls. Yeah. Do 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 do. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Oh, sweet. I love the rain, but sometimes it's too cleansing. Give me one moment. Anyways, welcome to the channel. My nose is stuffy because I sneezed and now chaos. Do, 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 do. If you want a reading, just let me know. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Give me 1 second. My nose is nosy. Anyway, if you guys want a reading, all you got to do is be subscribed. You get 1 free general. And drop a line. Say hey. Say hello. I just need 1, but that'll work. What? I thought you were going to chill with me today when I did readings, but you decided to choose violence today. She chose violence instead of her mother. Of course. Oh, shit. As always. What are you doing?
Getting more chili.
I got my bowl.
You want chili?
Yeah. It's a chilly kind of day because we woke up, it was raining, and I was like, let's do chili. So we're about to have our snack. We haven't had a good snack on here for a while. By the way, make sure you don't drippity drip all over the place. Some people just want to watch the world burn. Ain't that the fucking truth? Like, some people just love chaos. Like, don't get me wrong, I love chaos, watching chaos, but I don't like being in chaos. Like, it's just too much chaos. You're still dealing with the trolls? My dear, I'm assuming. I will do my own cheese. I cheese myself. With cheese. Cheesy.
A whole bag of cheese. I want some cheese.
Like, don't get me wrong, I like chaos magic. I just don't like being in other people's chaos. Like, if I wanted to be in chaos at that moment in my life, I would say, hey, chaos. But, you know. Don't get stuff on other stuff. Ew. Where's my spoon? Oh, there's my spoon. See? Chili. Chili. Tarot readings, chili, and much more.
And this, on this channel, we do
There's a dog. By the way, Loki came out today, which I plan to watch at some point. Oh no. Put her down. You're gonna hurt her. Thank you. I would like to keep all my dogs to have all their legs. If you think about it, Shelly's like chaos. You never know what you're going to get. So good, though. I made the chili today, and it was bomb. Hey, Goddess, what's up? We're taking a little snack break, so if you will let me finish my chili, I'll do your reading, if that's cool with you. Hey, will you help her out so she doesn't burn herself? Toria, wait, she'll help you out, baby. Well, as far as my kids go, I always told them if they want to learn about it, they're more than welcome to come to me and we'll talk about it. Like, my oldest, she'll ask questions, you know what I mean? So will my youngest here and there. So it's not something that I push on them, but they're kind of used to certain things. And sometimes I still get that look of, why am I saving this? Why do you need this? What are you doing? And then you have to explain. But other than that, it's not too bad. The hubby used to be a Southern Baptist, and now he is a follower of Athena by his own choice. Not like I pushed it on him. So, yeah. By the way, Goddess, where did you donate? This chili's a bomb.
It is warming the soul.
I see where you donated, sweetheart. It is good, though.
Warming the soul.
Give me a second. How should I handle the situation with the hospital? They are not being fair towards me. All right, give me 1 second, my dear. They are not being fair towards me, and I'm not sure what to do. Yeah, that's fucking obvious. Baby, it seems like you're just skating on thin ice. Okay. So I'm going to eat, shovel shit in my mouth. Not shit, really, but like food. Okay, so the first one that I got is Ace of Cups. Which means you're looking for a sign, so this ain't something new. It feels like it's something that's been going for a while. The one thing that I don't like is you've got a lot of stagnant cards. Basically what that means is like Chariot at a halt. It doesn't feel like you can make 2 steps forward or 2 steps back. And it's time to start looking for different opportunities. Or at least starting to put what you want before you. Which means that you're going to have to start talking to some people. Will you stop with the crackers and take it into the other room, please? Thank you. And the reason I say that is because right now you're skating on thin ice. You're not speaking up. You're not saying much. You've tried to work on some things, but it's like everything that you try to do isn't working out. But you keep on trying to change and you keep on trying to figure it out. So basically what you need to do, especially when we got the Hangman following right after, is you need to unstuck yourself. People with pledges lying on me. It seems like it's a change. It's time for a change of scenery. Either that, or maybe it's time to move up the chain of command and start talking about how you're feeling targeted. Because that's what it almost seems like. Like you're being targeted. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, it's never good enough. Like it's time for change. And I don't know if that's possible in your current situation, but something's got to give. Either you got to talk to someone higher up, or you need to find a job where you're actually going to be appreciated at and not treated like crap. Now, generally speaking, let's see what we got in the cards for you. I'm going to pull out the astrology deck, see if we got any new business opportunities or anything like that coming toward us. Okay, so we got abundance and we got the ending of cycles. So it does mean that it's going to finally, yeah, you're going to get a different job, baby. It's not going to be exactly what you're wanting out of life, but it is going to be something worth fighting for. The reason I say that is because we got Neptune in reverse, which means that we're ending the cycle. We're stopping what's preventing us, which is going to open up our abundance into our lives with the 10th house, okay? So the abundance with the 10th house followed by Cancer basically tells me it's going to allow you more opportunity to grow and to expand. Now I'm going to go into a generalized speaking because I feel like that was kind of like the roundup. No, it's not a job. Feels like a job. It's a family member in the hospital. But what I'm saying is like the people that you're talking to, you may have to end up finding a different way, either by transferring them from that hospital to another hospital or talking to someone that's higher up. Now, if you're dealing with a situation where you're at a hospital, I do know this because I've dealt with hospice a few times, and, you know, hospitals just being dicks, because you do have certain rights when you're in the hospital. You can move them, and if you are having issues with a certain hospital, you can actually contact the health board and file a claim against them. Hasn't been fair with me. It's not really health related, so to speak, but your second one, as far as generally speaking, we got the Gemini, a lack of creativity, breaking cycles, following your true passion, but there's some things that are kind of throwing you off. It means that we got two halves of a whole, where we got one side always leaning one way, the other side leaning the other way, and trying to bring them together. And then there's a need for self fulfillment. The South Node with self fulfillment. When we're dealing with that, basically it's what you want to do with your life, and it doesn't seem like things are going in that direction, at least not yet. You need to take the courage to take the first step, though, my dear. All right, let's do this. Bye. Como, give me one quick thing. Yes, I'm trying to tell me anything in regard to my family, and it's been stressful trying to make decisions for someone else's health. And see, that's the shitty part about it, is when you get no leadway. You should have a caseworker, don't you, for the situation? Because there's normally like one caseworker that helps the family and stuff like that. Let's see if we got any messages from your angels. It's about having guardianship, not POA, over my family. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll redo that first one. But there is a lot of situations where, okay, so it's POA. So give me, it's about having POA over my family, not a job. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. What should they do in regards to them not being heard? They aren't being fair. Yeah, that's... Okay, you're getting into depression about this. You know you've got options, right? Unnecessary judgment passed on to you by other people is not part of their job description. And the reason I say this is because we got the Knight of Wands, so you're not saying a whole lot. Like, you need to be fucking moving mountains. I don't even care if you have to go on the news channel and spread your case. Because it seems like it's just causing more chaos. The reason I say that is because we got the Eight of Cups in reverse, which means normally we're walking away from a situation, but we're being held back by a situation. And then we got Judgment. We got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So the odds are against you in this. And until you start putting your words and your actions together concisely, that's where you're going to start having some issues. I want to try Initiation Magic. Not sure. Magic, but not get brain damage. What should I do? I'd have to look into it because I've never really heard of Initiation Magic. It is something that I'm not well versed in. I would have to research it and then get back to you on that one, okay? Which I can add that to my case. Told them a bunch of lies and it's been a mess. Well, here's the thing. They can tell them all the lies that they want. But if you're the POA or the person over this entity, they don't have no fucking say-so. And a matter of fact, if you're the person watching over this person, you should be able to limit who gets to see them. Sounds fucked up, but you can. Okay. Open up a little bit more with it. It's like working with angels, but very closely. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. You know, there's certain things that you have to do when you're working with certain energies of that frequency. So one of the things that I would suggest is, Toria, if you're eating, get up on the couch and eat. Stop being on the floor trying to eat a bowl of chili. That's why we have a couch and we have tables and all that fun jazz. I'm going to lock it up now. Give me a second. But yeah, babe, you should have full control. There's no one that should have, if that's what you're telling me, that you have full control, but then other people in your family is just trying to cause problems and chaos. I feel like I've been very clear and don't know what else to do. Have you went up higher? I would go up higher. I would go up higher in the ranking and start talking. There should be some caseworker for, because if someone's getting close to death, I don't know if that's the situation or not. Ceremonial magic based on elevation and command of various spirits. So basically, you want to do something like Solomon's Key. Put right here. Thank you. Oh, jeez. Thank you. Yeah, because there should be resources for you to be able to make decisions and all that, because that's what having a power of attorney is. You have the power over someone else's life, pretty much. Which the hospital, all they're supposed to do is help you in the process, not create grief. But I don't know if in your location, if there's like only so many hospitals or stuff like that around you. Sorry, I got chili everywhere. I'm thinking with my gut. But it's so good. Look at that cheesy. Anyway, I'm sorry. Depending on what state you're in, too. I'm eating right now, so like If you want to wait till I'm done eating, I'd be happy to give you a message. But right now, I'm feeding my face. You should be able to talk to, I don't know how they structure it because I'm not in a medical field. But if you want to send me a message, I can consult. I have a medical. Well, a person is trying. As long as you got proof that you're trying the best for that patient, there's no reason they can contest it. And if it's getting to the point to where you feel like you're being harassed, I would assume that you could do something about that legally. I mean, once again, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know, but that would be my guess. Because when it comes to any place, there's always a chain of command. So there's got to be somebody higher that you can be talking to instead of the lower end. You could have an ASMR channel. What, for slurping? This is where you need to put your foot down and be like, look, I'm the POA. So either you guys follow my wishes, start communicating, or we're going to transfer them to somewhere else. They're making you feel basically like you have no rights when you fucking do. So you need to bring out your she bitch. That's what I would do. Stop with the dog, please. Hold on. Thank you. Yeah, the whole Moldavite situation, I never really understood. To me, it's just a bunch of people freaking out, like, oh my God. Like, yo, you're feeding into the chaos. Same, like it existed millions of years. Chill out. Exactly. Yoda, Gizzy, stop playing on the floor with the dog. Sit on the couch, man. I'm literally in a line. I'm not trying to be mean, but this is not playtime. Thank you. Plus, he gets the zoomies and he goes crazy. See? Tell him. Say, don't start with me. You get one of my dogs angry, they all go angry. You all want to go in a cage? Dogs, not humans. Someone out there would misconstrue. She puts her children in cages and lets the dogs run free. No, that's not what we do. All right, so I'm back to business. Let's see what we got. Someone was asking. Molja, the one who said, message for me, praying hands, this one's for you. You're going to have a string of bad luck, baby. I don't know how long it's going to last, but there's some bad luck that's going to be accounted for here soon. By the way, for anybody who is wanting a reading, just to let me know, I'm finally done eating my chili, which is so good. It's good chili. What time is it? We ain't even at 6 o'clock yet. Hey, Kate, how are you doing? I would love a carpool. Me too. When you gonna bring me that car? I don't know what bad luck, baby. I just know bad luck's coming. Would love a carpool. Me too. A pool and a car all in one. Ah, okay. We see the signs, so you've basically seen someone's true face. And it's not just them having a bad day. So, sorry. But what you're seeing is what you're really getting. I pull you a convertible. Could you imagine? Like, convertible, I choose you. And then you got a convertible. That would be so much fucking fun. Is it hot in here? Laugh out loud. My bad. I'm doing good. I've just kind of been chaotic today. There's no fucks given really today. Eating, drinking, smoking, living the best life. Our landlords, they suck. They are selling our apartment building. Boom, convertible. Right? Man, why are they selling your apartment complex? That kind of sucks. Does that mean that your leases are going to be now void? Like, how's that working? Can you keep an eye on him? Because he's a shady motherfucker. My pug is a... Oh, I know that was gross, but for those of you who love ASMR, that was me blowing my nose for you.
It's upstairs.
You upstairs?
I am.
Oh, okay.
Gizzy, no.
Just put him in the cage.
Fine. Yeah, that's... Okay, that's fine.
He was like, fuck you, I'm out. You just see his little butt wiggle and waggle all the way out. I'm so sorry, baby. It does suck. Oh, man. I don't know what it has been, but like lately when I sleep, it's just been so weird. Yeah, we are month to month and the real estate market is insane. People are paying way too much. They have at least have to give us 30 days. That's fucking bullshit. Hopefully, baby, you can find you a decent place that is better than where you were. You know what I mean? I don't know what state you live in or country or wherever, you know what I mean? Oh, thank the Lords. I don't have to deal with that no more. And sometimes it's weird, especially when you dealt with situations like that or just shitty landlords. Maxine, hello. Seems like you're being blocked by the decisions. You have too many choices and you're not sure which one's the right decision. Hopefully you can find that, baby. Trying to make the right decision as always. I got people on it. On finding you a place or what? Like, are you going to take out the complex? Like, if I don't get my house, fuck you all. You know what I mean? Some like Dark Knight where you hit the button and you're like, why isn't it working? And then it goes, that was great scene. I'm basically full of different movie references and music references. Like your pop culture kind of gal, you know what I mean? Do 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 do. Haha, the family upstairs might have. They are a little intense. Really, that intense? You never know what their motives are. They might bring you food. They might go, I kill you. No, I'm just kidding. That sounds so rude. I don't know them. They don't know me. They might be good peeps. By the way, if you guys actually do enjoy what you're seeing, and even if you don't, just hit the like button because, you know, likes are likes, man. You're very welcome, sweetie. How are you doing, Maxine? I don't really hear much from you. You pop in, you pop out. You kind of go with the wind, free-spirited, so to speak. Hopefully life is treating you well. Hopefully, you know, if you got weekend plans, you know, turns into exciting adventures. Or if you just got cats, hopefully you and your cats are living your best life. I don't know. I don't get to know you, Maxine. Could you imagine? I swear if I ever get a cat, it's going to be a munchkin cat. You know what I mean? Because they're so cute. And they got them little itty bitty feet. By the way, for anybody coming in, I am actually doing tarot readings. If you check down below, it kind of gives you an idea of what I do here. Besides chilling, eating, smoking, and bullshitting about munchkin cats. You know what I mean, jelly beans? We talk about our life. Kind of like group therapy. It really is. It's like group therapy with tarot cards. Instead of calling it live tarot readings, group therapy with tarot. Brought to you by The Divine Witch. All right, guys, we got 3 minutes, so if you're wanting those readings, get them in now. If you're wanting to book reading, my email is always down below. I have 30 minutes available, hours available, or we can even customize one for you. Past lives, career, you know, the whole 9 yards. The shish and the shebang, you know what I mean? Having fun with it. Hecate came up in my pool. Maybe I will ask her for help. Now, that could be a possibility. Back in the day, when her temple wasn't in ruins, they used to put little altars to Hecate outside of the home, like before you got into the entrance or inside of the entrance of the home, because she is seen as someone who protects the home and hearth. So that wouldn't be a bad idea. You could also tweak a location spell for your benefit as well. If there's a certain spot that you really want to go towards, but you don't think that you will be chosen to live there, you can always tweak a location spell. Of course, you're going to need dirt from that property, but, you know, that's the whole thing. Or you could say, fuck it. Outbid the people who are buying your complex, you buy it, pay the bank back, and live there rent-free while fixing it up and making money on the side. Before you know it, you've got a shit ton of sentence. I mean, that's one of the games that you can play if you're going to go that route. But that is elongated, and then you got to get the financing and stuff like that. But, you know, this really depends on what you're wanting out of life. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Miss Katie. Katie. This is how we do it. It's like 400,000. Dirt is cheaper. Oh man, dirt is cheaper than this place. Dear Lord, must be bougie or really shitty and just in a big location. Damn, that's a lot of money. At least for me it is. I don't have 400,000 laying around. Yep, the second. Shitty in a bigger location. Well, depending, you could buy it, then sell it above, especially if it's like a zone for business type of area. Sell it to the biggest bidder. You know, I don't know. Think large, think in charge. You know what I mean, jelly beans? All right, my dears, it is getting late. I think I want to call it a day today, but I will be back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I need to stop buying crystals. No, you don't. You need to buy them and make a crystal human. And then you can call it Christopher. And that's how we do things. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I do appreciate it. And until next time, enjoy yourself and don't get into too much fuckery. Bye.